to engineers. And you, young engineer, who dream of bettering the lot of the workers by applying the inventions of science to industry, what a sad disenchantment! What deceptions await you! You devote the youthful energy of your intellect to working out the plan of some railway which, winding round the edges of precipices, and piercing the heart of huge mountains, will unite two countries separated by nature. But, when once the work is on foot, you see whole regiments of workers decimated by privations and sickness in this gloomy tunnel. You see others returning home, taking with them only a little money and seeds of consumption. You will see each yard of the line marked off by human corpses, the result of groveling greed. And finally, when the line is at last opened, you see it used as the highway for the artillery of the invading army. You have devoted your youth to make a discovery destined to simplify production, and, after many efforts, many sleepless nights, you have at last this valuable invention. You put it into practice, and the result surpasses your expectations. 10, 20,000 beings are thrown out of work. Those who remain, mostly children, are reduced to the condition of mere machines. 3, 4, or maybe 10 capitalists will make a fortune and drink champagne by the bottleful. Was that your dream? Finally, you study recent industrial advances, and you see that the seamstress has gained nothing, absolutely nothing, by the invention of the sewing machine, that the laborer in the St. Gothard tunnel dies of ankylostomiasis, not without standing diamond drills, that the mason and the day laborer are out of work just as before. If you discuss social problems with the same independence of spirit which has guided you in your mechanical investigations, you necessarily come to the conclusion that under the domination of private property and wage slavery, every new invention, far from increasing the well-being of the worker, only makes his slavery heavier, his labor more degrading, the periods of slack work more frequent, the crisis sharper, and that the man who already has every conceivable pleasure for himself is the only one who profits by it. What will you do when you have once come to this conclusion? Either you will begin by silencing your conscience by sophisms, then one fine day you will bid farewell to the honest dreams of your youth, and you will try to obtain for yourself what commands pleasure and enjoyment. You will then go over to the camp of the exploiters. Or, if you have a tender heart, you will say to yourself, "No, this is not the time for inventions. Let us work first to transform the domain of production. When private property put to an end, then each new advance in industry will be made for the benefit of all mankind. And this mass of workers, mere machines as they are today, will then become thinking beings who apply to industry their intelligence, strengthened by study and skilled in manual labor, and thus mechanical progress will take a bound forward which will carry out in 50 years what nowadays we cannot even dream of."